So the common way of collecting the Avarice Conquest when it's available, as it is in Season 15, is to just slap on some gold gear, a Boon of the Hoarder gem, and just run around a mob field area in order to get it. And I was doing this actually in the ruins a few times, but I just kept running out of mobs. It doesn't normally happen to me, but I gave up in the end. It got a little bit frustrating. So here's a viable alternative for you guys, if like me, you want to be able to get the Avarice Conquest, but don't want to have to, rely so much on RNG. And the way you do this is collecting a load of bounty bags, and this is made much more viable in Season 15 by the fact that you get double caches every time you complete an axe worth of bounties. So it doesn't actually take that long to get the amount of caches that you need. In fact, if you're doing Torment 13 bounties, you only need to get 43 caches, since each cache is going to have just over 1 million gold inside. And remember, you need 50 million to get the conquest. So join a few bounty groups, get up to 43 caches or more if you want to play on the safe side, but that's all you're going to need. Make sure you stock them up in your stash or whatever until you have them all, then open a new game as I've done here. And what you want to do is load up your inventory with all the caches, and make sure you're standing next to your stash. This is really important, because once you've opened the caches, you don't want to take a step, otherwise you'll start collecting the gold out of them. So make sure you can open your stash again, so then you can put the remaining caches into your inventory and open them. Little tip for you guys, this is so important. Make sure if you have a pet, it is dismissed before you even start to do this. I promise you guys, if you have a pet out, I'm talking about the non-combat pets, they do collect gold, they're just going to mess this up for you, and you're going to have wasted all those times doing the bounties for the conquest. So really, really easy way to get this. Yes, it's going to take a little bit longer than collecting it by the normal means, but it took me probably about an hour or so to get through 5 bounty runs, maybe a little bit longer, maybe about an hour and 10 minutes, but it is a guaranteed way then of making sure that you pop the conquest, so long as you do exactly as I've done here. And the other thing worth mentioning as well, it does take about 15 minutes once you've gone ahead and got the conquest just to go through all of the legendary items and blood shards that drop, assuming that you want to go ahead and salvage the legendary items, which is what I did. You can just leave them on the floor, I guess, but then you want to probably pick up all the blood shards, go to Kadala. So yeah, it might be useful to have done a fairly high greater rift, just to make sure that your cap is increased. I think mine was 1280 at the time, and it took me about 3 or 4 runs back to the stash here to pick up the blood shards, and then back off to, salvaging and what have you. So, yeah, I hope this little video helped you guys. I actually, was inspired to try this method from the European Diablo forums. A few people were talking about it over there, and it's not something I've really bothered with before, because, getting the amount of caches you need isn't normally worth it to get the conquest, in my opinion. But since, as I say, we're getting double caches this season, thought I'd give it a go. And yeah, there we have it, dead easy. Alright then folks, well thanks for stopping by, checking out the video. Have a great day. Take care.